We must start by identifying prepositional phrases that are acting as adjectives. So, let's see. Kristen, come on up and pick a partner. John. Kristen and John, all right. Kristen, you will take take one of the pens, anything other than green, and I would like you to underline the phrases, underline the adjective phrases.
In both?
In both sentences, that's correct. Correct on number 1. Very good. Thank you, Kristen. There is one little error on number 2. John, do you know what it is? I'm sorry? No, below the abandoned ruins is a prepositional phrase because we have the two parts of a prepositional phrase. Can anybody tell me what they are? Not 2 words, 2 parts. Preposition and the noun, which would be then considered the object of the prepositional phrase. That's correct. So we have preposition, and then we have the object of the prepositional phrase, which is the abandoned ruins. All right? So that works just fine. How about this next one, though? What's the problem with by a system of canals? 2 separate prepositional phrases. And Emily, let's see if you can get the next question. One of them is acting as an adjective and the other is acting as an adverb, so we should only be paying attention to one. Do you know which one? Nope. Sorry. 50-50 shot. By a system is modifying irrigated, and irrigated is a verb. What modifies verbs? Adverbs. Thank you. So, Kristen, excellent job. John, you're going to pick it up from there by picking another pen and circling the words that those prepositional phrases modify. Yes, you may, Kristen. Just circle, yeah. Yep. Good. Good. Excellent job. Prepositional phrases contain those 2 parts. Know those 2 parts, a preposition and its object. The object can be multiple words. The preposition can be multiple words. Can somebody find a list of common prepositions in your Warriners? Sydney, what page? 17. Thank you very much, Sydney. Sydney, can you find for me a 2-word, oh wait a minute, hold on. Commonly used preposition. They don't have any 2-word prepositions on there. That's unfair. Silly Warriners. Probably your most, sorry? There you go. Thank you very much, Michael. On page 18, a group of words may act as a preposition on account of, in spite of, and because of tends to be one of the most common that I encounter, 2-word prepositions. So your preposition can be 2 words. The object of the prepositional phrase can be 2 words, but you always have 2 parts, below and the abandoned ruins. You've also just learned something about English syntax. Anybody remember what syntax is? Fancy word, yeah. Very close to that, Michael. It's not so much the rhythm as it is the arrangement, the structure. Yeah. So where do words fall? Where do words make sense? Michael, where do adjectives, simple adjectives, make sense? Where must they arrive in a sentence? Yes? Correct. Adjectives must fall before the noun in English syntax. It's pretty easy. So I can't say in English, I can't say I lifted the book white. You're all laughing. That violates English syntax. I must say I lifted the white book. I also can't say white, I lifted the book. That almost sounds racist. I say I lifted the white book. White must be placed right next to book. That's a rule of syntax. What did you find out about adjective phrases that are prepositions? What's the rule of syntax? Omar. They directly follow the noun that they modify. They directly follow the noun that they modify. Okay. Adjective prepositional phrases. You just learned something about syntax and you learned something about prepositional phrases. Let's move on to the adverbs. The adverbs that you were working with, the adverb phrases. There we go. Let's see. Kazane, come on up and pick your partner. Same tag teaming on this one. Kazane, I'd like you to identify the adverb phrases, the prepositional phrases working as adverbs. And Rona, you will identify the words that they modify. Hold on, Kazane. Two changes. The first one only has one adverb phrase. It does have multiple prepositional phrases, and you're correct, but only one of those is acting as an adverb. Correct. So erase the second one. Very good. Now, in the second, you have a fourth prepositional phrase. Your first three are correct. About her coming performance. Excellent. Thank you, Kazane. Have a seat. Rona, circle the words that they modify. Correct? Correct? Close. What about her coming performance is modifying what? It's giving you information about what? Correct. What part of speech is modest? No, not part of the sentence, but part of speech, like noun, adjective, adverb, verb. Correct. And anything that modifies an adjective is an adverb. So there you go. Okay, thank you, Rona. Nice work. What have you've noticed a couple things here. First of all, played is modified by 3 adverb phrases. So in your answer, you should have 3 adverb phrases all modifying the same word, played. If that's the case, if this modifies this, as it does, what have you just learned about the syntax of adverb placement? Speak up, Michael. They can go directly after, but must they? No. Adverbs can float. This is one of the rules that I learned in college that always sort of stuck with me about syntax. Adverbs can move, adjectives aren't. Adjectives are chained to their nouns, either before or after. Adverbs can float around the sentence. So if I say, I spoke loudly, how else can I say that? Loudly, I spoke. What else can I do? I loudly spoke. All 3 of those arrangements make equal sense in English usage. Adverbs can move. And that means adverb phrases can move. So let's see. Although she played at home with complete abandon, like a great virtuoso, she was modest about her coming performance. Can somebody rearrange that? Rearrange one of those phrases. Yeah, Omar.
Like a great virtuoso.
Yep.
She played at home with complete abandon.
Good. Like a great virtuoso. Actually, I would take like a great virtuoso and place it after although. I think it makes a little bit more sense, but you've got the right idea, Omar. Although, like a great virtuoso, she played at home with complete abandon. She was modest about her coming performance.
I have
So,
a question.
yeah.
Why in the first one in the concert hall isn't in
What's it modifying?
pressure?
And what is pressures?
Now.
Correct. Therefore, it's an adjective. Okay, we got it. Now we have an opportunity for creativity.